This is gonna be a really quick video on how to weld the fuel tank. And so there you have it. First thing, there's actually fuel in the old fuel tank. Where what I've done is the opening on the new tank was much bigger than the opening on the old tank. So the client asked me to cut out the sending unit connector or adapter, whatever, and weld it onto the new tank so that he could use the same sending unit from the old tank. So that's what I've done. What I normally do is I just blast some air in with the air compressor to remove the fuel fumes, gasoline fumes, and that's what causes explosions. It's the fumes, not the liquid gasoline. I just did that, and I just make sure everything is open. Like, if everything is open, if you don't do that, you will get a small explosion, but it's not like explosion like things falling, like flying off. You just get like, it'll just sort of expand the fuel tank really quickly, boom, boom, just something like that. It's no big deal. It'll give you a little bit of a scare though, so just telling you in advance. But if the whole thing is full of fumes, then it could possibly be a little bit more dangerous. But that's what I did, just blast it out. And then I plasma torched the old thing, then grinded it off nicely, and then started welding. Now what I normally do is, people don't like when like welding sparks and little debris and slag and all, you know, like these little pellets that are left over from the welding. They don't like it when that falls inside of the tank. Even though it doesn't make a difference, it won't matter. They are heavy particles, so they will settle to the bottom anyways. And there is a fuel filter on the sending unit, and it's something like, it's very minuscule. It's like 20 micron or something like that. It's very tiny, like very fine. It's a very fine filter, so it won't let any junk or garbage get into the fuel lines or the carburetor anyways. So it doesn't really matter, but people don't like it anyways. So just to be, you know, thorough, I get grinding discs that are small, and I look for one that's the right size. I get one, and I just put it over the hole like that. See, that one just fit in there perfectly. Don't put any like paper or anything that's flammable, because it will catch fire and it will, you know, get in the way when you're trying to weld it. So this just works perfectly. And that little hole, I actually had a little piece of broken tile. Yeah, I probably chucked it away somewhere already, but I had something on here for this little hole as well. So that way there's no debris falling in the tank. And what I like to do is, after the welding is done, I always like to apply some sealer here, because these little crevices is where rust starts to develop. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, just some quick tips. You know, people like it when you're sort of extremely careful with things. I'm pretty reasonable, but you know, lots of people, they still don't trust the filter, even though, you know, the filter works. They don't like it for some reason. So I mean, I don't like it either. If you can't avoid it, you know, it's best, right? It just takes a few seconds to put this in, and works pretty nice. So yeah, there you have it. Just a quick video on how to weld and prepare a fuel tank.